Hey, I'm E13, and this is episode 13 of Let's Survive Minecraft. Now today, we are going to do some more farming. I have a few supplies for farming right here. So first, I'm going to cover the carrots and potatoes. Now, with carrots and potatoes, you can right-click to put it in the ground itself, like that. Not much. And then if we get a little bit of bone meal, you can grow them. Come on. There we go. And once you see the orange of the carrots, you can break them, and you'll get 1 to 3 carrots back. So either you won't get any stuff from them, or you'll get a few. Now potatoes, same thing. Once you see the yellow of the potatoes, you apparently can get a 4th potato too. So that's pretty much it. Once I get quite a few more, I will start growing more. Now I have got some cactuses. Cactuses can only be placed on sand and not have a block next to it. So see these fences right here? You cannot place it right next to them. You gotta place them a bit away from them. So with the cactuses, you can just place them down like this. And they cannot be bone mealed. And they'll just grow up and up. And basically you can just hit the second block, not the first block, so it'll keep growing after it's done. And once it keeps growing, you can break it. Now with that done, I can cover pumpkin and melon seeds. Now you can get pumpkin seeds from a pumpkin, which I believe I found in the first episode. And you can just place them down like that. You see the little stems. Bone meal gets a little larger. Now here's the largest. You cannot bone meal the largest stage of the stem, but you do have to wait for it to plunk a pumpkin next to it. So it can go into one of these 4 blocks for a pumpkin. And this is sort of the most efficient size farm for a pumpkin farm because usually you would have to wait for it to go to only 1 block, and there is a villager zombie after me. And he just died there. Okay. So you have these 4 blocks. If it was just 1 block, it would only be waiting to go on that block. But with 4, it's so much faster because you have the chance for it to go to this block, this block, this block, and this block. So it's much faster. If you get into the technical side, then you'll understand a lot more. But you just have to wait for the thing to plop a pumpkin down next to it. And the same thing goes with the melons. You can get melon seeds from mineshaft chests, which I got them from, and you can also get them from melons themselves, though you can't find melons in the wild, out in the world. Just make a whole bunch of bone meal. The only melons you'll be able to find are in chests as seeds, because I don't think you find regular melons. Now I'll just grow these up. There we go. So that's a few of the farms done. I'm going to go to a jungle next. Jungle trees and cocoa beans to farm them to. Oh, here's a melon. See how fast that was? And the stems also will connect to it, so you will have to break it right away. And they can either go on a tilled block of dirt or a regular block of dirt or grass. It cannot go on anything but dirt, grass, or the tilled dirt. So basically, you'll need If it goes onto the till dirt, it'll automatically make it dirt, so you do not want it next to till dirt because it's a bit of a waste of time. And I will turn these into seeds and just let the rest of these grow by themselves. So that's it for here. I'm going to go to a jungle, which is this way. See the house? It's this way. And it's getting dark, so I'm going to sleep first. Be right back. Okay, so I'm going to enchant a diamond sword and hope I get a good thing on it. So here goes nothing. To the enchantment cellar. Down we go. There we go. Close it up. Here we go. So I'm going to keep, if I use 6, there we go. If you use a stacked item that has more than one thing on it, then you will be able to click through. Actually, I think if you just use anything, it'll be able to work, but this has a lot of things, so I'm going to guess it is a good enchantment, so fingers crossed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sharpness 4 and fire aspect 2. That is good. Now, if only I had looting. No. I actually do have a looting enchanted book, which I got from a dungeon or something. So now, with sharpness, it does more damage to anything. But with smite or bane of arthropods, smite does more damage to just skeletons and zombies, and bane of arthropods is good against spiders, cave spiders, and silverfish. And fire aspect sets them on fire, and 2 makes them burn for longer. So, looting. This is what I want. So, you see with the anvil, I have this sword. And if I stick it in there, stick the looting thing, it says, enchantment cost 10 to get the looting on there. Looting has a chance to give you more items from a drop, so if you killed an enderman, you have a chance to get more ender pearls or even a ender pearl. But first I'm going to need 10 levels. I'm going to leave this sword in my house, because if something drastic happens and I die, just leave that there. So I'm going to go this way to a jungle to get some cocoa beans and some jungle wood, because cocoa beans only grow on jungle wood. And the thing with cocoa beans is they used to be only found in chests, so in dungeon chests or in mineshaft chests, something like that. But now you can find them growing on jungle trees and stuff. So if we see this jungle tree, it has this brownish type of wood, and the type of planks is an orangish color. Let me just show you real quick. It's an orangish color compared to this dark wood or the regular oak wood. And also you find oak trees in here. Now we do have a cocoa bean at our house, but I'll just grab some from here. If I can find cocoa beans. Here, cocoa beans. You'll find them growing on the side of jungle trees. Here's one. So usually by the time you find cocoa beans in a jungle, they will be fully grown about, unless you start out in a jungle. But if you just break it, you will get 3 cocoa beans with the largest one, otherwise the smaller ones will only give you 1. Just eat some bread. Got my steaks. So if I just keep going this way, I should find some more stuff. Here's some more cocoa beans. You don't need anything to hit them. The only reason it took so long was because I was on a vine, and it takes longer to break stuff on a vine. But now, since I have non-tall jungle trees, I can just break them from the ground. So if I just keep searching through here. Ugh. Vines are pretty helpful in the jungle because they can help you get through all these hilly parts and the annoying parts. And there's a lot of sheep in this bush. Oh my gosh, sheep. What is wrong with them? They're crazy. Sheep are just crazy. Ooh, apple. Now, another thing you can find in jungles are jungle temples, and here's one. Here is a jungle temple. Actually, I knew about this a little bit before. I sort of scouted around looking for this during the time, but with the jungle temples, you see how it's made out of mossy cobble and regular cobble. They're a nice source of mossy cobble. Don't need an extra torch. You'll see we have levers here and the rare circle stone bricks. So if you just pull the levers like that, you'll see this is covered up. And I will unpull them. This is always kind of confusing doing this. Just do that. Here we go. Jump down here. There's a chest with iron horse armor, bones, rotten flesh, and gold. I'm going to take some of this stuff because sticky pistons are always good. Me too. And also the circle stone bricks. There we go. Just pop a torch here. Okay, now here is where you have to be careful, because there's tripwires, and tripwires will be triggered when you step on them or you break them or the hook. So we've got the hook there and the tripwire there, so I'm going to break the hook. Where'd the arrow go? You heard the arrow shoot out. Where'd it go? Here's the dispenser where the arrow came out of, wherever it is. Huh. But tripwire is basically string placed on the ground, and I'll take these hooks too. They're always good. Dispensers are just filled with arrows. So we'll take that. And here we have another tripwire with another dispenser. So I'll just deactivate it. See, if you hit the tripwire, it'll trigger too. And also, tripwires trigger when arrows hit them, when items drop on them, and also when animals or monsters step on them. So here we've got 2 emeralds. Emeralds are used, like I said before, from that one episode where I was caving and I found the emerald ore. They are good for trading with villagers, and they can be found in chests like that, and they can be found in the wilds, like I found it before. But I got that with the Silk Touch because I was hoping soon to get a fortune pick later. So now with all this loot, I'll just light this up. Leave the zombie flesh there because I've got tons. Now I will run home because I'm done here. So F3, there you go, 633, 243, whatever, close to that. I'm going home. Be right back. There we go. Now with the jungle wood, you can just place the cocoa beans on it. And cocoa beans themselves do have a sort of hitbox, so they do get in your way. And that one just grew. Nice. And you can use bone meal on cocoa beans. So I guess that is it. I am going to go back to my place. We have gathered a lot of wheat recently, and I will use it to make hay bales for my barn. So for hay bales, 27 is good. You can make it by filling this in like that, and you have hay bales. You can also get the wheat back. So I'll just get it back. I'm going to place it in my barn, and it's going to look cool. Oh, and I did finish. So here's the final product. Nice even roof. And here's the front. Here's the side. Well, the other side. And here's the back. And the inside, I used upside down stairs in to make it more gradual instead of blocky with the underside of the stairs. And here are all my chests. Basically, as long as I keep farming and farming and farming animals, then I'm going to get a lot of stuff. So from the chickens, I'll get eggs, chicken, and feathers, so those will all go in the chest. Pigs. Oh, and also have seeds here for them to breed with. And pigs, I'll just have raw pork and carrots. And then cows are here. I'll have beef, leather, and wheat, because I think that's it. And then sheep, I'll have pretty much a whole bunch of wood, wool, and wheat. Oh, and here I made a space for making slabs. So I'm going to make them real quick. Let me grab some stone out of my chest. Forgot what I was using that for. Okay, stick that in there. Just stick all that in there. And I need 1, 2, 3. I believe just 3. Yes, I need 3. So go to my crafting table. Stone slabs. There we go, stone slabs. And if you fill in the floor where the fences are not on, and not where the animals are, and in here we've got a nice stone path, and then next to the path we've got grass with the pens, and then to place the slabs you right click on the top half of a block. There we go. Nice floor. So that looks pretty cool. And that is the completed barn. And it looks awesome. Okay, so I guess that is it for this episode. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to me. Bye.